I'll be your home, I'll be your...
Good morning or mid-morning, everybody. It is now Sunday, and happy Father's Day to those who are celebrating, and happy start of the mini round for Lilith, or Litha, I should say. I keep mispronouncing that, but I right now am not planning on reading anything so far. Llewellyn Con 2023 is starting today as well, so I have the live pulled up for that. I missed the intro to that because I have been lazy this morning and only just really got out of bed. But the first person that I'm going to be watching this show is Ivo Dominguez Jr. He's talking about the signs and the different, like, 12 houses, like 12 styles for consciousness. That starts in like 30 minutes. I've heard him on that Witch Life podcast that I listened to on Spotify a few times. He was a guest on there a couple of times, so I'm interested in hearing what he has to say. And it looks like the class that, or the talk that comes after that is a tarot class. So I am going to be interested in that. Let's see. Yeah, I missed Estrella Taylor, the creative spirit and inspiration making magical art, in the opening, unfortunately, but there are so many that I am not going to be able to actually catch. And looks like on Crowdcast I can go back and replay it, so it's not going to be a big deal. But and it looks like they're pretty spaced out just from the way that I am seeing. So let's see. Intro. I'm probably going to go back through and watch a few of these while I'm waiting for Evo to come on. But yeah, I am pretty interested. And there's one that is ancestral magic, druidry. That would be good for a clan. Or more tarot. But yeah, I am pretty excited. I honestly, my sense of time has been off all week this week, so I honestly forgot that it was coming up. So I will get back to you about what I plan on reading for the readathon here soon.
I'll be still, I'll stay quiet. If it's the path of least resistance.
Okay. So I looked over the prompts for the bingo board and have decided probably my first book will be Oh My Goddess, Volume 1. This is on my tarot TBR for the month, and it should fit for a summary book because the cover kind of gives me like summary vibes. Possibly a book that gets you hot and bothered. It says it's supposed to be a romance on the back of it, so we will see if, like, at the end of it actually fits for it. It can fit for witchy book because of, like, the goddess theme, and it seems to be, like, would have to do with magic because of, like, her being able to, like, grant wishes. I was going to try to stretch it for fairies because depending on, like, the way that I remember the anime being when Jordan had watched it, she kind of had, like, fairy vibes to it, so possibly that, but we'll see again at the end of it. And then for PCO rep, with this being a Japanese manga, so I am excited to hop into this.
I'm sure it's right. And if you're calling from the dark, 'cause you can't stand to be alone, are you the voice inside my head? You the ringing on my phone? Am I strong enough to build your castle alone? Long way around, I can't forget the words you say.
Good morning, guys. It is now Monday. I am at work. I am taking it pretty slow today because it is a dark and dreary day again here. It was pouring when I left the house this morning, so I'm just trying to take it easy, and it just looks, my camera is making it look super foggy, and that's not any better. But anyways, just wanted to update you guys on what I got up to yesterday. You'll have seen some clips. I read and finished Oh My Goddess Volume 1 and gave that 3.5 stars. It was decent, and I can definitely see myself continuing on to the series and seeing where it goes from there. Our internet ended up going out around like 5 o'clock yesterday, so I wasn't really on much online as much as I usually am, but I read a bit in the United States of Cryptids. I have my book with me, but it's in my book sleeve in my bag, and I can't be bothered getting it. I am still trying to decide what I want to read for my next read. I kind of want a spicy romance, to be honest. With it being summer, I want some kind of spice in my reading, but I haven't decided what exactly I want to go with. I'm kind of thinking maybe a Katie Robert. It just all depends on what I can get a hold of. But and I had watched Curse of the Black Pearl, Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of Black Pearl last night as well. It had been a while since I last rewatched it, and it was just wanted something cozy to watch while I knitted on a scrap yarn blanket, so I did that, and it was a pretty cozy night to end my weekend on. Today is knit night, but depending on how the weather is, if it's pouring like it did this morning when I left the house, I may just skip knit night because I just really don't want to be stuck in a restaurant while it's pouring and having to like dash out to my car and then drive in the rain. So we will see how the weather plays nicely for me. And I am going to try to find something else to read. If anything, I'll probably read more in the United States of Cryptids. Yeah, to get some of that done. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick check-in with you guys.
The smile on your face, we drove uptown. Take a break for a holiday. I swore I heard you say, if you come on down, I'll be your every one. I'll be the one to stand beside you, the one you weaponize if you need somebody to fuck 'em all, fuck 'em up. I'll be your silver screen delight.
I had just gotten out of the shower not too long ago, hence the wet curly hair, but just wanted to know an update because I can't remember if I updated after I finished my book yesterday, but I had finished Theirs for the Night and gave it 3.5 stars. It was decent, definitely spicy, so it scratched that itch for wanting something that to fit the prompt for getting hot and bothered. But now it's time to figure out what I'm going to read next, and I did read a little bit in the cryptid book, but not a whole lot. I did go to knit night last night. The rain managed to hold off when I got there, so I was perfectly fine going to knit night. Then we ended up making a trip to Hobby Lobby to like walk around, and the ladies needed to get something, but I ended up just getting buttons and like a bra band extender that was on clearance. I spent a whopping $1.32 at Hobby Lobby, so I am okay with it. I was gonna get some charms to make some more progress keepers or like crochet stitch markers because I have lobster claws that I need to use, but I just didn't see any of them that I really liked enough to buy. So maybe some other time when I had a little bit more time, because we just came in like at 30 minutes before they closed, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to like look around at what I wanted to look at. So but yeah, we're still out of internet. Jordan found a cord in the road that we're pretty sure is what is leading to the house that possibly had gotten knocked down from my passing by truck. So we're supposed to have somebody come out today to fix the internet, but we will see if I'm able to even play Dead by Daylight tonight. If not, then I'd be sad, but every once in a while you need a break. But I do look forward to my game nights on Tuesday, so we'll see what goes on with that. But it's a really quiet start to my day because of not having the internet. Usually I spend my mornings watching YouTube, and I can't do that because no internet, and I don't want to run down my data even lower than it actually is at the moment. So I am probably gonna read a little bit in the cryptid book or like try to figure out what I want to read next.
All the warmth inside of your home, I'll be your distance. Stay still, be quiet. If it's the path of least resistance, I'm sure it's right. And if you're calling from the dark 'cause you can't stand to be alone, are you the voice inside my head? You're the ringing on the phone.
I'm going to show you guys because I don't think it really picked up very much on the time lapse when I did it, but here is my makeup look for the day. And let me prop you guys up somewhere. Probably won't see very well, but I got a knit bodysuit. It's not like sweater material or anything, but it's a super stretchy bodysuit from Shein in the mail the other day, and it's the first time I'm wearing it, and with a lace skirt. So it is already super hot here, so I'm trying to stay as cool as possible. The only thing that's making me a little warm is this neckline with how high it is, but we'll see how well it goes. And really the only thing for jewelry is just I have my industrial bar and these faux pearl earrings and my headband. My hair is still drying, so I'm just letting it do its thing, to be honest. And the eyeshadow I used is like an old palette of mine that I probably should get rid of because I've had it since high school. So, but the highlighter is Kat Von D's highlighter. I forgot I got this from like Marshall's Alchemist Holographic Palette. It's before, and she sold the company, and now it's just KVD Beauty, but this is the like right before she sold it. Still Kat Von D. Palette I use is Diamond Cosmetics palette. I had gotten this from my mom got it for me like forever ago. The blush bronzer that I used is Physicians Formula Bronze Natural. Glow and Mood Boosting 2-in-1 Bronzer and Blush. That's what it says on the back of it. One thing that I got from Jordan's mom a while ago. I use Wet n Wild black eyeliner. I decided not to do liquid eyeliner and just stick with my waterline eyeliner. And using for mascara, Avon True Color Love at First Lash mascara. And the lip is Milani Amore Matte Cream, lip cream. And the color Adorable, 10 Adorable. So this had been like my go-to matte lipstick for the longest time. So, and I did use a little bit of Rimmel's lasting finish 25-hour breathable, just under on my under eyes. I don't tend to use a whole lot of foundation anymore because I don't like the way my skin feels afterwards. But I just tend to put it on my under eyes whenever I'm feeling super tired. And yeah, I didn't actually get any reading done. I kind of napped on the couch after I did the last update with you guys. But I am slowly starting to get ready for work. And yeah, just wanted to do a quick update, and because I had some people like comment before on like my makeup in the past, so I just thought I'd do a little bit of like a show and tell, I guess.
Am I strong enough to build your castle? Silent fights can't cut as deep as you want to.
Hey guys, I am home now. I actually just got home and am trying to get the Xbox set up for Dead by Daylight because now we have internet, but it's apparently not the greatest internet at the moment. But I did get a package from Tor today for a uncorrected proof or arc of Martha Wells' City of Bones. This is a updated and revised edition. The media sheet says, a compelling fantasy adventure from the author of Murderbot. 1 part Tomb Raider, 1 part Dune, all part classic of Martha Wells. Before she captured the heart of millions with her Murderbot series, there was Kat, Saigi, and Elaine in a city risen out of dead and decay. The city of I am gonna butcher all of these names just so you know. Tiered monolith of ancient design, it sits on the edge of the vast desert known as the Waste. Kahat, a member of a humanoid race created by the ancients to survive in the Waste, and Sangi, his human partner, are relic dealers working in the bottom tiers of society, trying to stay one step ahead of the trade inspectors. Bunkahat is hired by the all-powerful warders to find relics believed to be part of the ancient arcane engines. He and his party begin unraveling the mysteries of an age-old technology. This they expect. They soon find themselves as the last line of defense between the suffering masses of Karasti and a fanatical cult bent on unleashing an evil upon the city with an undying thirst for bone that they did not expect. So yeah, so it's just a updated and revised version of the book City of Bones. Kind of sounds like The Mummy a little bit, honestly, to me. It's giving off the Mummy vibes, so I am pretty interested in it and see how it comes out. It is set for immediate release on September 5th, so the day before my birthday. And it's got a pretty neat looking cover, so Martha Wells is churning them out this
Counter strike, wait till tomorrow afternoon. So cut the cord, come undone. I'll be your reverent one, be the one you leave behind.
Hey guys, I am just now getting around to doing an actual update for today. It is now Litha, blessed Litha to you all. I don't really have much planned today. All I have been doing is at work is reading. I am getting pretty close to the end of the United States of Cryptids, so I'm trying to get that done. I can count this for fairies and spirits because some of these creatures that are in here, you can count them as those, so that's good. But other than that, for the rest of the day, I really only plan on going to the store after this because I need to pick up some few things. We're out of bread, butter, coffee creamer, and I want to get some flowers to like celebrate for Litha, and I might get something sweet to eat when I'm there too, who knows. Maybe do like a stir fry or something for dinner tonight. I'm kind of in the mood to make stir fry, so we will see what I can find and scrounge up at the grocery store. But I can't remember if I mentioned this yesterday, but I started Forever Theirs by Katie Robert. It's the actual like first novel in that series. Theirs for a Night is just the novella starting off the series. So but so far it's been pretty interesting. It's got some interesting like politics kind of going on with it. So I've been enjoying that, but I am trying to get this book finished today.
When you criticize and tell my story slower, talk a little lower.
Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick update because I don't think I really did much updating of any type of form, be real or not today. I'm just dealing with a sinus headache, which kind of sort of had went away, at least went away enough for me to ignore it today. So I've been kind of just like suffering silently. But I didn't end up finishing the United States of Cryptids last night, but I did finish it this morning. I gave it 3.5 stars. It was good. Definitely recommend it if you are interested in learning more about like the different types of like mythical beings that it could or could not possibly be like real in the US. It does break it down by area in the US, so I definitely recommend checking it out if you're interested in it. It's just I enjoyed Cursed Objects a little bit more than Cryptids. It did, after a while I was starting to lose interest a little bit. I don't know if it's just because of it is kind of set up like a textbook a little bit, but it's not terrible. But overall it did get 3.5 stars. It was like a high 3.5, almost 4 stars for me. It's just there were certain aspects. I think it's just the intrigue did go down for me, so I think that's what brought it down to the 3.5. I have been kind of hopping around books, honestly. I've been needing to get some library books read, so I picked up Unraveling by Peggy Orenstein. The subtitle is What I Learned About Life While Shearing Sheep, Dyeing Wool, and Making the World's Ugliest Sweater. She has done a few other nonfiction books that based off like her experience, especially like talking about like kids growing up and how to talk to like your kids about like sex and things like that. But I saw this on the shelf at my library in the new nonfiction section, and had to pick it up because it wouldn't be me without something yarny related. It's not a very long book. It's just taking me long because I haven't really been putting a whole lot of time into it, but now it's up on the docket for getting 50 pages a minimum a day done. Now I am on chapter 5, which page 81. So there's like 200 and something pages. Well, just under 200 pages because the bibliography is makes it 195 pages. So far so good. I read a bit in Urban Foraging, Find, Gather, and Cook 50 Wild Plants by Lisa Rowe. I got almost to halfway point in there. It's going pretty good. It's definitely a good resource for like plants and stuff. I did read a tiny bit in the Theirs Forever by Katie Robert, not a whole lot. I'm just kind of am trying to give a lot of books a lot of love, and I started Atlantia by Jennifer Saint today and got like 20 something pages in, maybe not even that. Yeah, like 16 pages in. This is a Greek retelling of Atlantia, who is a mortal that was, for the first couple of years of her life, she was raised by a mother bear after she was left as a newborn on a cliffside, abandoned because she wasn't born a boy. So since she wasn't born an heir, they decided to abandon her, either to die being starved or be eaten by wild animals. But she's saved by a mother bear, and once she hits a certain stage where the mother bear has decided that the two cubs that she's also raising alongside of Atlantia, that they're ready to move on and they know how to hunt on their own, she leaves them, and she is picked up by Artemis and is taken to the nymphs that Artemis takes care of, and is taught how to hunt and how to do a bunch of different skills that the nymph themselves teach, and then Artemis teaches her how to hunt. And it kind of goes on from there. That's just as much as I got as of right now, and it kind of just goes into the myth of Atlantia. So far so good. The writing is really lyrical and really good. I had read Ariadne earlier this year with Ashley's Media Addiction for her Recreate book club, and I'm excited to get into Atlantia. But yeah, I had read a bit into Unraveling. It'll probably just be enough for today, and then I'll probably read more until Fractal Noise before I go home, because I have Fractal Noise with me, and I might read some more in Unraveling or hop into Wolfsong later today. Just all depends on how I feel when I get home. Because me and Jordan started on Tuesday night and finished last night, Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. I don't know if he's wanting to watch the third one, Dead Man Tell No Tells, I believe it's the third one in the series. I don't know if he wants to watch that tonight or not, so it just really all depends on what's going on, if I get any more reading done. But crafting wise, I can't remember if I finished it right before I started this vlog or during this vlog, but I finished a hat. But I also am working on the sleeves. I'm doing it 2 at a time. The sleeves for my crocheted sweater. And I am kind of eyeballing it. I am making the sleeves a bit shorter than the pattern calls for, because I'm not too sure if I have enough yarn to complete both sleeves. Because I have this is all I have left, and I still need to do the seaming of the sweater and the neck band, like edging. So I'm trying to kind of play it safe and make shorter sleeves. And also I'm right now doing the sleeve cap, so I have to kind of take in consideration how much yarn I'm needing for the sleeve cap. Just as of right now, can't really see if I can balance you on my mug without it falling. But as of right now, with it being, I have to seam it so it's worked flat. It just comes just barely like to my elbow, so, which isn't bad. With it being, this yarn is acrylic, and acrylic, with it being a plastic man-made type of fiber, it reflects the heat of your body, so it's gonna be warm no matter what. I tend to get pretty sweaty in acrylic stuff, but it is the easiest thing to take care of. Like this vest actually is something I made a few years ago. It's from the unofficial Harry Potter Knits magazine. It's the Heliotrope vest. I am honestly blanking on the name. It's supposed to be a pattern that's like based off of Luna, and it's an asymmetrical vest, and I have buttons on this side, but this is made out of the same yarn from the same brand as this is Knit Picks Brava. The yarn, this is the Knit Picks Brava 500 It's like a giant yarn baby. The yarn ball originally is the size of my head. And I don't know remember the knit colorway name, but of either of these, but I've used Knit Picks a lot, especially Brava, for sweaters, and I know how it washes too. And if I try to stretch this across my bicep, it is a little snug, but with washing, it loosens up quite a bit. So I'm not too worried about it. And most of the time, my crochet tends to be a bit on the bigger side. My gauge for crochet is a lot bigger for some reason. Even if I go down a hook size, it tends to be a bit bigger. So I'm not too worried about it being too small or anything. And when I was at home last night and this morning, I've been working on like my patchwork blankets or scrapyard blankets, crocheted and knitted. So it just really all depends on what I feel like getting up to, honestly, and how my mood is. I do need to take a shower because my hair is starting to feel a little icky at the roots. And also it's Allie's streaming tonight, so I might watch her stream for a little bit. I think she might be playing Fortnite. I'm not really all that interested in Fortnite, but I'm there for the chatting bit, or like the hour that she chats at the beginning of her streams. So we'll see what I get up to. Eventually I'll figure something out.
Don't be alone anymore. If you come out to my home, I'll be your distance.
Hey guys, it's been a pretty quiet day for the most part. I did a bunch of reading today. I am a little over 50% of the way into Unraveling by Peggy Orstein. It's in my backpack right now, or I'll show you. I did quite a bit of reading on that today, like on and off. And I did my standard, like a little bit of reading here and there on other stuff. It's been kind of like a weird day. The longer the day it goes on, the more tired that it ended up being. And I had my allergy shots today too, so I don't know how. Oh yeah, you can see the swelling on the back of my arms there. So it's kind of like kicking me in the butt a little bit. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do now. Kim's sprints are in like an hour or two. I'm hoping to at least catch a little bit of that, but I do have to work in the morning, so I don't know if it's gonna be another early night for me or not. But by that yawn, it might be. But I don't know. I'm home now. Jordan's out doing RC car stuff, so I'm kind of just hanging out by myself with the cats and just not too sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want to read right now or if I want to watch something. I'll probably watch something. I haven't really watched anything like TV show wise in a little while, other than like during lunchtime, so I'll probably do that.
It's the path of least.
Hey guys, it is now coming to the end of the readathon. I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog here. I haven't really done any reading today except for maybe a little bit in Theirs Forever, but I am just planning on doing some editing and probably playing more Sims this afternoon. So I really don't see a whole lot of reading getting done tonight, but I just wanted to thank you guys for joining in on the Witchathon mini round for Litha, and let me know what you guys got up to for the readathon in the comments below, and keep your eyes peeled for future announcements for future rounds of the readathon. I have quite a few ideas planned for the rest of this year, so definitely hit the subscribe button for those announcement videos that will be coming soon, hopefully. And until next time, you guys.